Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Did you have a good weekend yesterday? We went to a movie. We went on a bike ride. It was really, really hot. It's super hot today. Currently, it is 24.7 degrees Celsius in our office. And usually I would open the window, but it just makes it hotter because the heat outside makes the inside way hotter. But I have my fan on right here and I feel some air, but it's just so freaking hot outside. Is it hot where you are? What did you do this weekend? So I see we have Lisa and Monica here. Hello, it's so nice to see you guys. And Anastasia, hi. Thanks for joining me. Today, I have a topic that a friend of the channel actually told me about and suggested I look into it, and I thought it was a cool video. So if you guys have any ideas or thoughts about what would be a fun topic for us to learn about, you can send me an email there if you think of anything. I've been struggling a little bit thinking of topics because now that I'm not just focused on one thing, I'm like, okay, I could literally do a video on anything. So if you have anything that you find interesting, let me know. And hello, Tori. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. Today we're going to do relationship coaching, but specifically how to get your ex back. And this is a slate.com article. The get your ex back industry is booming. It really shouldn't be. And we're going to look through a portion of this article, learn what get your ex back coaching actually means, and then we're going to look at a coaching example. I'm going to take my camera off because my connection's weird just for a second. Then we're going to look at an example of a get your ex back coach. So Monica went to the pool, Colonial Williamsburg, to celebrate the 4th of July. Woohoo! That sounds fun. Love that. Oh no. We both have COVID, so we just watched football and slept. I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. And Lisa says 33.8 degrees here. Oh, that sounds miserable. It's nothing. That our heat is nothing compared to that. Just it doesn't usually get very hot here. Okay, we're gonna get started. Benny, that's a hard last name, got married young. The father of 4 who spoke to me from his Kansas City home in a salt and pepper beard and a pair of translucent milky white eyeglasses, and with the tiny outline of a heart inked at the top of his right cheekbone, was raised in a devoutly Catholic family. His parents encouraged him to settle down with his first wife fresh out of high school, and perhaps unsurprisingly, he was already divorced by his mid-30s. That's when he met the woman of his dreams. She was the polar opposite from my wife. She's the fun tattoo girl, while my wife was rigid, and then she just crushes me. She breaks up with me out of nowhere, cheats on me, the whole thing. So he was down in the dumps, obviously, went through a major life change, and like came across a get your ex back coach. Yeah, I don't want my ex back either. Yeah, I know. Milky white eyeglasses. I'm not quite sure what that means. He came across the Get Your Ex Back coaches, YouTubers, authors, and podcasters who made their careers in the large and mostly uncertified world of breakup rehabilitation. These coaches offer their clients a proprietary set of psychological and rhetorical strategies that they claim will cause a former lover to return to the grasp of their doomed partner, restoring their relationship. What I should have done is looked up this coach because I got a different coach example, which doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna get his link up, Coach Corey Wayne. And then we'll see if that's something we want to look at after. Oh, I think I remember this because I Googled Corey Wayne and I couldn't find just a normal. Okay, maybe this is it. Okay, we'll look through that after. Hello, Tanya. It's lovely to see you. He was particularly fond of Coach Corey Wayne, one of the original innovators in the field, whose marquee self-help video, viewed more than 1.6 million times, is titled 7 Principles to Get Your Ex Back. Leitch and Wallner followed Wayne's advice to the letter, and sure enough, Fun Tattoo Girl orbited back into his life. Naturally, 2 months later, the pair had broken up all over again, and Leichenhauer became obsessed with the process of romance restoration. In 2018, he decided to get into the business himself. Yeah, so sometimes our relationships end for a reason, right? Sometimes it's just like it's mutual and we're like, okay, we're outgrowing each other. We don't want the same things in life. Let's move on. Other times it's something that's like more negative, right? And it's toxic and there's a reason that people break up. And yes, sometimes you can like get your relationship back to how it was before. Sorry, camera off for a sec. Sometimes you can get your relationship back to how it was before, but you can't always, and you don't, like, you sometimes shouldn't want to because relationships end for a reason. Anyway, so I'm dying of heat already. Is this way too loud with the fan right beside me? I'm going to see how much. Okay, it's not too bad. Can you guys let me know if it's like way too much to have a fan directly beside me? And if so, I can move it. But I'm just so hot already. Yeah, there might be cases when exes get back together, but it's not something that has to happen. I'd rather go to a marriage counselor or a couples therapist. Exactly. I agree, Tanya. I agree. I feel that this dude goes the route of guilt and pleasure to get exes back together without. Yeah, good observation. One of my exes, only one, is really great to people and I consider him a dear friend. He upgraded to and married a doctor, and she's wonderful. They've got 5 or 6 kids now and everything. Oh, that's nice. But you don't want him back. Exactly. Okay, so you can't hear the fan directly in front of me. That's good. It's literally like right beside me. Tell me if it bugs you. Okay. He walked the path of a lot of this stuff, and I realized I could help other people. I got on TikTok and started putting out all these videos and realized that the ones about getting your ex back tend to do well. Today, Leichenhauer, who goes by Coach Betty Dating on TikTok, has over 280,000 followers. He offers free advice on his page where he distills general use relationship axioms into bite-sized social media friendly clips. In one recent video, Leitch and Wallner, recording shirtless from a white sand beach, outlines the number one skill needed to re-attract an ex: the emotional discipline to refrain from overindulgences like double texting. But for a more curated experience, Leichenhauer offers one-on-one coaching sessions via a 45-minute Zoom at $350 a pop, where he promises to craft a more personalized recovery plan for a client's romantic disaster. If the client desires even more access to Coach Bunny, patrons can shell out $499 for his personal cell phone number, allowing them to send 500-character inquiries about the current status of their breakup per day. This approach has been lucrative. There's a lot of issues I have with this because someone's in a desperate position. Maybe their relationship ended abruptly and they don't fully understand why. Instead of going to a relationship counselor, like Monica already said, they go to a random man on Zoom or on the internet who only claim to the only qualifications he has to be giving this advice is the fact that he had a relationship coach and now he's a relationship coach, right? And with $350 for a Zoom call, you could do around 2 sessions with a couples counselor in my part of Canada for approximately $180. So I would rather I go to an actual qualified therapist who is accountable to different regulatory bodies depending on the province, the state that you are in. I'd rather have someone who is in a heavily regulated profession help me than someone in a coaching profession that doesn't really have any real oversight. Exactly. Wonderful if you can maintain a friendship. You don't have to, but it does not mean you want them back. Exactly. Yes. $350 for a 45-minute session, $500 for a text. Use that money for a relationship counselor if you need it. Yeah, and it's kind of when I read this, I'm thinking, okay, you have to refrain from double texting. I wonder how many other rules that this coach provides his clients. Like, it's kind of like a game. I feel like, I don't know, if you want to text someone twice, but then also respect their boundaries. And if they're not responding to you, then they likely don't want to talk to you, and then you should leave them alone, right? Okay, so we get the main gist. This is a really, really long article. We're just going to skim through the rest of it. It's difficult to know how many Get Your Ex Back coaches are working on the internet. Sorry, I have so much shit on my desk. There are a handful of big names in this sector, all of whom command sizable followings on social media and loom over the smaller players. Brad Browning, who advertises himself as the X-Back Geek, has over 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, while Dan Bacon, with 431,000 subscribers, promotes a $297 Get Your Ex Back Super System, which includes a video detailing how to achieve ultimate makeup sex. I don't like the one-size-fits-all approach, right? Like, this person has the one answer to your relationship problems, and he will teach you somehow to have the ultimate makeup sex, but you don't know like the other person's desires in bed, or like what they enjoy, what they're looking to try. You don't know that, so you could be giving advice that's completely irrelevant to the people in that relationship. Fair. I got back together with an ex once, and within a week was thinking, oh yeah, this type of thing is why I broke up with him. Yeah, exactly. There's a reason why we break up with people. I have one ex that's still in my orbit. Guess what? We didn't have sex, and that's the only difference between him and my other former partners. Oh, interesting. Yeah, relationships are so complex, and I really don't like the easy one size fits all approach. Oh, it worked for me, so it's automatically going to work for you. The other times we've done relationship coaching videos here, I always talk about how the dynamics of relationships are so complex, and how one exists in a relationship is based on like how you were raised, your experiences as a child, your mental capacities and strengths and weaknesses, and it's just so complex. That's why there are people who specialize in relationship counseling, and it should not be done by just some random person on the internet. I don't like it. And I feel like you guys feel me. If your partner breaks up with you and it's a definite breakup, go away. Yeah, stop harassing the other person. What if the person's like, hey coach, I want to get back together, but with my ex-girlfriend, but she says she has no interest and she wants to go completely no contact with me. How do I get her back? Are you going to tell them, oh, you have to respect the wishes of your ex-partner, and you have to leave them alone like they asked? I highly doubt it, because we know in the coaching industry, the goal is to always want to keep the person within your program for as long as possible, right? And so even if the person's like the other person in the relationship doesn't want them back, the head relationship coach is not going to give proper ethical advice and tell them to leave them alone. Okay, I feel like let's read this. This is a good paragraph. Oh, yes, this is what we're looking at. So we'll read this paragraph and then we'll look at the website. I feel like I'm blabbing. Sorry. The prices for Get Your Ex Back coaching are notoriously expensive across the board. Leichenhauer's premiums are actually a tick cheaper compared with some of the other relationship coaches on social media. Lee Wilson, a 44-year-old from Tennessee, runs myexbackcoach.com. A session with him comes in at $579 for a 70-minute call. Coach Lee, as he's better known on the internet, tells me he got a start in the field at a Christian marriage counseling nonprofit, where he was tasked with the rehabilitation of couples who were considering a divorce. Around that time, he also developed and then sold a dating site in the early 2000s, and he figured a leap toward a more secular brand of relationship advice was within his expertise. So Wilson made his way to YouTube. He uploaded a video called What Your Ex is Thinking During No Contact in 2018, where he imagines the satisfying second guesses that might be running through the head of a former partner in the aftermath of a dumping. It ranked at more than 2 million views, and shortly after, Wilson started offering his own courses. So at least the person that we're looking at now was at some point a properly licensed marriage counselor, according to him. But when a long time ago, I talked to my therapist about the guru new age coaches like Teal Swan, who claim to help people like work through their traumas, and what he thought of that. And he was saying, like, there's no regulation. Coaches in this field, relationship field, mental health field, they're not held accountable by any truly accountable by a regulatory body, while therapists are, they have to report up to the body wherever you are, and they have to make sure that they're following certain standards. So even though this person was at some point a certified licensed relationship counselor, right now in his capacity as a Get My Ex Back coach, he does not have to be accountable to anybody. He can make up his own rules. Okay, I'm not babbling. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate that. What is this, like a fucking Will Smith Hitch situation? I wonder what his advice would be if someone tells him, hey, my ex has zero interest. Yes, exactly. I wonder. So we're going to look at the page. This is myexbackcoach.com. We're going to look through this. I zoomed in so I could read it properly. Unlock the power of second chances. Our expert guidance shows you how to get your ex back or to save a marriage or serious relationship. With proven strategies from a 20-year record of experience, we provide the custom support and tools you need to heal, grow, and reunite. Let us guide you on the path to reconciliation and create a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. So this is what we're talking about now is this paragraph. This is my ex back coach, the almost $600 for a 70-minute call. We're looking at this coaching program. And I don't like it if someone's in like their most vulnerable state where their spouse just said that they want a divorce and they're panicked and they look at this and say, this is my answer. They're telling me that they can help me. Within their moment of vulnerability, they could think it's a good idea and not pay attention to the price tag. If I'm going to make my money on him, rather use that same money on a real thing. Exactly. So he's using his former experience to give himself authority while actually ripping people off. Did he get together with his ex? Not sure. All great questions. So we can choose our situation: a troubled marriage, my marriage, or marriage-like relationship is in crisis where one person is considering leaving, has already left, or there is an affair. So this is such a complex thing. There's so many different things that could have happened if for people in this situation. And there could be a lot of trauma that the people in the couple in the relationship could be experiencing, and they're going to need more one-on-one personalized attention than a big fancy relationship coach with hundreds of other clients would be able to provide them. And I know marriage counseling is very, very expensive, but instead of one 70-minute session for $579, they could, I'm going to see exactly how many marriage or relationship therapy sessions they could have with, so they could have over 3 relationship counseling therapy sessions for the cost of one 70-minute session with Coach Lee of myexpatcoach.com. And if you go to a properly licensed therapist who has to be held accountable by regulatory bodies, chances are that person will know how to help you work through potentially traumatic situations in your relationship. I have been broken up with by my dating partner and want to learn how to reattract and reunite with him or her. And of course, I want to be a relationship coach. So it looks like this guy has his own coaching program as well. And my question is, does this person make the majority of his wealth through helping your people through their relationship struggles? Or does he earn his wealth by teaching other people, coaching up and coming relationship coaches how to be relationship coaches? So is he a coach who coaches coaches, or is he actually helping people through relationship challenges? This is Coach Lee. Coach Lee Wilson is one of the most respected relationship coaches on earth, with 72 million views on his YouTube channel and having been interviewed by major media such as the New York Times, USA Today, the Today Show Australia, Cosmopolitan Magazine, the New York Post, Men's Health, Business Insider, blah, blah, blah. He regularly consults with celebrities, world leaders, and private investigators. That's great. Happy for you. As a relationship coach, Lee holds a master's diploma in marriage and family counseling, 2 decades of experience, and multiple certifications in helping individuals and families, married and non, get back together after a breakup or separation, while also helping to prevent breakups or divorce. I think he's 44, was what the other article said. So how long has he been in this? 2 decades? So 2 decades of experience. So apparently he started his journey in relationship therapy or coaching when he was only 24 years old. Yeah, Daily Mail. And you consult with celebrities. That's great. I'm proud of you. Like, that's not really something that, as someone who is well known in the relationship realm, you consulting with celebrities, I don't feel like that enhances your legitimacy. What do you think? Yes. I think a real therapist would tell a client that you shouldn't manipulate other people but work on yourself. Exactly. Exactly. He's garnered attention from major media outlets and has been featured on various prominent platforms. That's great. Proud of you. Trusted by over 55,000 plus clients in the world. He says that there's science of getting your ex back. The scientific strategies I'm speaking of are honest and straightforward. The techniques I will teach you will accomplish what you want in terms of waking your ex up to see what they're really doing and help them to see what they are really going to lose if they break up with you, as they currently feel they want to do. That was a horribly structured sentence, my guy. The scientific strategies, I feel like that's a weird way to talk about a relationship. I feel like, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? When I think of how to be a good spouse, I just think like, be attentive, help your spouse whenever you can, right? be there right away when they need you for something, right? It feels very strange to refer to a relationship as scientific. Yes, exactly. And you have to use the scientific strategies to help the partner that broke up with you or who wants to break up with you to understand what they're going to lose, instead of just being honest and being like, hey, I'm really sad this is happening. I want us to get back together. Let's talk about it. Instead of just being open and honest about your feelings, you have to manipulate them using scientific strategies. That makes me feel weird. Makes me feel weird. What if you follow this advice and the other person is not receptive to what you are doing? Then what? Yeah, I wonder. I wonder, right? Hey, Coach Lee, I'm doing exactly what you said. I just spilled. That was dumb. I'm doing exactly what you said, but they don't want to listen. They're not listening to me. Should I keep going? Right? Oh yeah, you should. Okay, and then you harass your partner. Sorry, just getting a paper towel to clean up my mess. Yeah, and what if your ex does not answer your phone calls and ghosts you completely, and then what? Yeah, great points. Win her back. We've talked about this before with relationship coaching. It's weird. Humans are not like a prize to be won. I don't like the idea of I just punched my mic, of winning your ex back. I think if your ex is not open to working on the relationship, this is me with not a ton of like relationship experience. It's just my opinion. Like, let me know if you think it's not fully accurate, okay? Let me know. But I feel like if you have to fight to keep a relationship going, then it's probably not the relationship that you should be in. And in my brain, I don't want to have to convince someone to stay in a relationship with me, right? I feel like, based on my experience, someone has to want to be in the relationship and they have to be open to working on it. And if they're not, there's nothing really that we can do. I understand the pain of a lost love and the desire to rebuild a connection with your girlfriend. My expert advice, tailored strategies, and compassionate guidance are designed to help you reignite the flame and reclaim your relationship. With my proven methods, I will help you navigate the complexities of winning her back and create a stronger, more fulfilling bond than ever before. Let me be your trusted ally on this journey towards winning back the heart of your beloved. The heart of your beloved. And then this is how to win your male partner back. Yeah, you can't force someone to be with you, exactly. He has an emergency breakup kit, expert guidance, and proven techniques that are designed to help you repair the damage and revive your relationship. But what if it's like something really serious that happened in the relationship, right? What if it's like the most severe challenges that a couple could have? A really generic, lame relationship coach on Instagram is not going to be able to help you through really serious, deep relationship challenges, right? And of course, become a relationship coach. If you have a passion for helping others navigate the complexities of relationships and want to make a profound difference in people's lives, my relationship coach program is designed for you. Gain the necessary skills, knowledge, and practical experience to empower individuals, couples, and families in building healthy, lasting connections. Join the community of dedicated coaches and embark on a fulfilling career where you can transform lives and create lasting impact. We're going to look at that. Get the emergency marriage kit. No. What people are saying. I was beside myself with shock. I was just dumped by my girlfriend, even though I thought things were going great. My initial instinct was to start promising change and control the situation. Although I hadn't gone overboard by texting or begging or texting repeatedly, I was really struggling and didn't know what to do to get her back. And then there is a live online workshop called Relationship Ignite. It is an intensive turnaround workshop for couples and individuals who are or were in a serious relationship or marriage that is in danger of ending or has ended due to anger, lies, affairs, loss of feelings, limerence for another person, and or sexual unfulfillment. Those are really complex things. I don't really know what limerence means. Do you guys know what that means? And if you are feeling like you don't have feelings for your partner anymore, maybe you need more specific instruction than Coach Lee could provide in a big ass, busy ass workshop, right? And then they have different blog posts. Does no contact really work? When your ex can't make up their mind, understanding the ambivalence. I do not want to book a session, bro. Thank you so much. Okay, what was I wanting to look at? Where did that go for the become a coach thing? Okay, this is what I wanted to look at. Of course, he has a multi-pronged business. He's not just providing people with relationship-related advice. He's also teaching us how to be relationship coach ourselves, of course. And then the people he's coaching, is it people who are having relationship struggles, or is it people who want to be a relationship coach? Is he coaching coaches, or is he coaching people who need relationship advice? Lee is not counting the other person. Is Lee advising both of them together to work on getting them back together, or is this the one person who is seeking advice? He only knows one point. Brilliant point. How is he supposed to help bring people back together if he's only talking to one person? Brilliant point. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So he just made up a certification, relationship coach certification. Your name is certifies. Double check your freaking certificate, sir. Double check for spelling and grammar. That the named individual above has completed Coach Lee's relationship coaching training successfully and completely. That's a lame ass certification. Okay, limerence is a state of mind which results from romantic feelings for another person and typically includes intrusive, melancholic thoughts or tragic concerns for the object of one's affection. Cool, thank you. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Okay. Are you thinking about becoming a relationship coach, or are wondering how you can become a relationship coach? Okay, that's a horridly written paragraph or sentence. Are you thinking about it? Or are you wondering how? You didn't need this part. Are you thinking of becoming a relationship coach? Or are you already sure that's what you want to do? Or maybe you want to become a coach, but want/need to work on your own relationship first. Our training does both. If you fit into either of those categories, it makes sense to be trained by one of the top coaches in the industry in order to build credibility and trust to your name or company. Neil, did I say hello to you? I'm so sorry if I didn't. I can't remember. I saw you pop up, but I don't know if I said hi. No AC up there. I have a little fan right beside me, but we do not have AC in our house. Most of the apartments and the houses, like older ones in our area, don't have AC. But usually it doesn't get hot enough to actually need it, but sometimes it gets hot. Punctuation. Did he have bad punctuation? Punctuation. Exactly. So he just repeated his bio, so we don't need to read that again. And he has other coaches underneath him who help him run his coaching certification. Coach Ken co-hosts the training with Coach Lee and has spent more than 20 years training, studying, and working with couples and individuals hurt by toxic relationships, narcissistic disorder, BPD, intimate rage disorder, antisocial disorder, gaslighting, love bombing, and dark empaths. Ken has experience with thousands of couples dealing with breakups, affairs, childcare issues, toxic or simply confusing relationships. What is Coach Ken's background? Does he have the knowledge and the required qualifications to be giving people advice on these very serious relationship issues? I feel like that is potentially really dangerous if someone has disorders or they're being gaslit or they're dating someone who has, calling Danielle, exactly. That, like, this is potentially extremely dangerous. And like what Danielle says, if he just because maybe, let's say Coach Ken was in a relationship with someone who had a lot of narcissistic traits, does not mean that he has the expertise or the qualifications to be coaching someone, guiding someone through that same process. Just because you experience something does not mean that you have the qualifications to be helping other people who experience the same thing. So is he getting hired to help someone get their ex back or trying to make that person a coach? It seems like it's both, or either or. People can hire him for relationship advice, or they can join his coaching certification. Comprehensive relationship dynamics coaching. Relationship dynamics training by Coach Lee. Gain expertise in understanding and navigating relationship dynamics under the guidance of Coach Lee. Uncover valuable insights into reuniting relationships, a specialization renowned for its significance. Develop a deep understanding of the principles and strategies necessary to guide individuals through successful relationships. I feel like this is something one would study when they're becoming a therapist and having a specialization in relationship counseling. How you interact as a coach and how you market your business, your coaching business. Yes, she sure would. 1 second, I'm going to stop sharing just for a second. Sometimes when I look at the calendars, like book your session now, there's been a few times where it showed my location. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't showing my location. Let me just double check it. Any location? No. Okay, it's just showing my time zone, and you all know what my time zone is. Okay. So you can book a free pre-screen session. Remember, this is if we want to apply to the relationship coach certification. Yeah, exactly. One thing, sharing your story versus claiming to be an expert. Exactly. This almost sounds like it could be a fun. Oh, maybe. I wonder what these free 15-minute sessions would be. I would love to have the bravery to book one of these sessions and then just record it and like keep my cool and pretend that I'm interested in it the whole time. But I feel like I would not be able to like keep a straight face. I would be so embarrassed and so stressed. So you could book a call, a 15-minute call in any of these dates. Essential steps to becoming a successful relationship coach. You gain experience, education, and certification. You develop strong coaching skills. Understand your niche. Identify a specialization with relationship coaching, such as working with couples, individuals, families, or focusing on specific areas like communication, breakups, conflict resolution, finding the right partner, or intimacy. Stay up to date on industry trends. That's important. Build trust and rapport with clients. Focus on results. I have a question too. So if we're relationship coaching and someone comes up to us with like a really deep, dark experience that they had with their partner, right? Like something that like maybe is really traumatic, really scary, and the person who's coaching them feels like they don't have the capacity or the experience to be providing advice for someone in such a serious situation. Would that person refer out and say, hey, I really think that you should talk to a therapist for this? Or would they just try to give advice? Because there are certain things that a therapist should deal with, of course. And I just wonder, are these people taught, like, if it's this kind of question, then you should really talk to a therapist or advise them to talk to a therapist and do not try to answer it yourself. Because if for someone who is uncertified, unlicensed, trying to give advice on really serious issues, it could potentially be very, very dangerous. What do you guys think about that? Focus on results. I would love to be able to do that, but I don't think I could. I would get so nervous. I would love to see Danielle do that, though. Of course, testimonials. Schedule your discovery session to discuss this transformative program and determine if it's the right fit for you. So that is the Coaching Coaches to Coach Coaches program. So we're going to quickly look through the emergency breakup kit one. Yes, exactly. It could be encouraging really unhealthy behaviors in a breakup and not like following your gut and listening to what the other person may want, because you could say, hey, they told me they want me to leave them alone, and so I'm going to listen. And then coach is like, no, I can give you the tools to win your ex back. You just have to trust me, right? And then the person's like, oh, well, Coach Lee told me that I could get them back even though they said they don't want me, right? So I'm just going to do what they say, right? Exactly. A relationship coach does not need to follow provincial or state laws about confidentiality. They don't. There are no regulations. So, what is this emergency breakup kit? Has your girlfriend recently broke up with you and you don't know what to do to get her back? Look no further. I have proven strategies to win back the love of your life. My approach is designed to help you navigate the complexities of reattracting her to reignite the flame that has once burned between you. And then get your boyfriend back. Let's click learn more. I want to know what we learn. You have told us what you have done so many times. You've repeated that. Oh no, this is different. Never mind. I want to know what's in there. Okay, that's good. Right? It's all about consent and boundaries. If one person doesn't respect that, it's scary. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I wonder if he would provide coaching to same-sex couples. Exactly. Or what about couples that it's not just like they're in open relationships or polyamorous relationships, right? Because obviously it's more common nowadays that people are doing ethical non-monogamy, right? And would he be well equipped to someone who, say, there's a polyamorous relationship and the one person doesn't follow the rules established for their relationship? Does he have the capability to assist someone through that kind of situation where it's not just like a monogamous couple? What do you think about that? That's something else too. It's nothing to do with attraction for the most part in a breakup. It's usually behavior. Exactly. I agree. So this is what key features of the program, the emergency breakup kit. Professional instruction to reattract her. Benefit from my 2 decades plus as a relationship coach, where I've seen all kinds of different breakups and have seen more success cases than I can even keep up with. Get her back. What if they don't want to go back? What if your partner does not want to get back together with you? Would you say, okay, you got to leave him alone? Like we said 100 times. Coach Lee probably would not. He would say, you have to follow my rules. You have to do what I'm telling you to do, and you will find success. Allegedly, in my opinion. Unlock my powerful insights into what went wrong and learn how to rebuild trust along with the all-important emotional connection. Proven strategies to change her mind. If you have to beg someone and to change their mind about you, chances are that person is past the relationship. They don't want to be in it anymore. And in order for us to heal, we have to accept it. And try to move on. And we could do that with the support of a relationship counselor. Yeah, it doesn't ask what the root of the problem is exactly. And he's just assuming it's because someone is not attracted to the other person anymore. And I think Tanya just said it's often not that it's not that we're not attracted to our spouse or our partner. It's that something changed. We're drifting away. Something big happened. Someone's behavior is really bad or toxic. It's not always just attraction. Yeah, exactly. Agreed, Tanya. Agreed. The pickup artist douchebag for sure. The art of heartfelt apologies. Where was that? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gross. It sounds like 99% of users are men who got dumped. Destroy the obstacles keeping her away. What if it's not so easy? What if it's a really complex relationship and that's why they broke up, because they couldn't work through the issues, and then you're promising them success if they just follow your guidance, right? And then what if it doesn't work and then they feel really bad about themselves and their self-esteem goes down the toilet when they're already in a really negative mindset, right? Actually rebuild emotional connection. You learn how to speak to her. You discover how to actually express your feelings without harming your masculine frame. No, thank you. How to heal and move forward with her. We should be learning how to heal past wounds through the support of a licensed therapist. And learn essential self-care techniques. Sure. What you need to do, you need to break through her defenses, overcome suspicions and avoidance by learning how to overturn her obstacles. Make her the one pursuing you instead of the other way around, covertly. So, and where was that? Because I know I'm not sure. Sorry. Yeah. Past wounds. Dude, you're not qualified. Exactly. I totally and completely agree. Yeah, I feel like up further. It's okay. I could do that trying to find the word thing, but yeah, we have to respect our ex-partner, and if they say I don't want to be with you anymore and they start to move on, then you have to accept it. And yeah, you're trying to get her back and you're trying to make her pursue you. It's like it's a game. It's like using my methods, you can completely change what your partner wants and their motivation, right? You can change their mind, you can manipulate them into seeking you out instead of being the one avoiding you. It seems really unethical to me. I will show you how to get her thinking about you and the great time she had you in wanting, even hoping she can get you back. When to do crucial things for maximum effectiveness and when to leave her alone. Leave her alone if she doesn't want to fucking talk to you. If she says, I'm done, I don't want to talk to you, leave her alone. Yes, pickup artist bullshit. Exactly. Why some of your instincts are completely wrong and will push her even farther away, but also which ones are right that you can lean into and use mightily. How you can make her jealous without appearing that you are trying. Why are we trying to make our ex-spouse or partner jealous to manipulate them? I think that's really weird. Like, I could not imagine thinking of a strategy to make my husband jealous. That's really gross. Like, you, even if I'm not in a relationship with him, say, like, that's really gross. You're actively trying to do something that will make the person who you were in a relationship with feel bad and second guess things. I think that's really, really terrible. Exactly. What you must do after you successfully use my methods to get her reaching out to you. How to get her back from a rebound relationship by using a covert strategy. I will show you that I haven't heard any other relationship coach even talk about. I learned this by being privy to PhD research that extremely few people even have access to. This is high-level stuff that you'd rather know than the chump trying to take what is yours. So, the chump trying to take what is yours. So, this is the person that your ex-spouse is in the rebound relationship with, right? And we should not be claiming that another human being is ours. Like, we don't have a claim over another human. If we break up with someone, breaks up with us, and we seek outside help through Coach Lee, that does not mean that we are automatically required to have this person back, right? We don't have claim over that other person just because we want them back. They have the autonomy and the freedom to make their own decision as to where they want our relationship to go. I think this part is very, very manipulative. Yeah. Tanya, I feel like we're on the same page. And Monica, too. I feel like you guys get me. It's really gross. Yes, if I'm dating someone else, leave me the fuck alone. And I'm not saying it's bad to talk to an ex, right? As long as you are on the same page. If the ex thinks that you're going to get back together, or they start to have feelings for you and they bring it up and they're like, hey, I want to get back together. I have feelings for you. And then you're like, I don't have feelings for you. We should stop talking. At least that's what I would do. Like, to each their own, though. But if I feel like if you communicate with, on my end, based on my opinion, if you communicate with your spouse that you still chat with an ex from now and then and that it's just friendly chatter, right? And you and your ex are on the same page, you're being open and honest with your spouse. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. But if you're in a relationship with someone and you're talking to your ex who is trying to win you back from your rebound relationship and is trying to claim you as their property, obviously that's bad. And that's a very, very toxic mindset. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You feel me. Right? Yeah, I don't like it. How to reclaim her. Oh, act now to reclaim her. We're not property, bro. We are not property. Gross. Gross. A single one-time payment of only $57 gets you instant access to my proven program that I developed from more than 2 decades of experience. That's less than the cost of just one date with her. And of course, we know there's usually a lot of low cost introductory programs for these fancy coaching programs that are just meant as a funnel to get you through the door for the more expensive, higher ticket items. So when we're doing this $57 course, we're going to be constantly pushed to, say, purchase a $10,000 course or a $2,000 course. Don't risk becoming a distant memory or being replaced by someone else because it's just not necessary. The single most important question to ask yourself right now is, what will happen if I don't change anything? We both know the answer, and it doesn't have to be that way. Get my formula to win her back. I hate that so much. And to reignite the spark for a one-time investment of of only $57. And I wonder if it was ever $197, or if they're just pretending that it was that cost at some point to make it seem like you're getting a really amazing, awesome deal. Right? All you have to do is click below to start re-attracting her right now. Bar for Rooney. Right? Of course. Yeah, just make it 60. Why would you do 57? So what did we learn? We learned that there is a whole coaching industry based around claiming to help very, very vulnerable people who are going through a major life transition to get back together with their ex, and sometimes doing it in a very manipulative and borderline abusive manner. We're taught how to win our partner back, how to do things to make them jealous so they're the ones pursuing us. We learned that it seemed like this coach does not talk to both people who were in the partnership, does not try to understand the perspective of the individual who ended the relationship. We learned that these coaches are potentially guiding people through really serious, potentially very dark topics that a counselor is obviously much better suited to be leading someone through. We learned that despite the fact that he was at some point a licensed therapist, that now in this coaching realm, he does not have a regulatory body that holds him accountable, and he can do whatever he wants, and he's not going to face any penalties. I feel like that's all that we learned. Let me know if I missed anything. So that's all I have. I really liked this. Thank you to the friend of the channel who suggested this video. This was really fun. I have a few ideas for my next video. One is a sex coach. And then, of course, it's a sex coach who has their own sex coach certification. That's one of them. And then another, kind of like the Elon Musk deepfake video that we looked at. I want to do one about the Jeff Bezos cryptocurrency Bitcoin giveaway scam, where there's fake Jeff Bezos posts about, hey, use this giveaway code to get some free Bitcoin, and then people are using the code, and then they're losing money, and it's like this huge network of scammer websites with a bunch of fake celebrities or celebrities fakely endorsing it. So that's an interesting topic as well. So I think those will be my next two. I spent a lot of time planning topics. I've been really struggling to find topics. So today I was like, what do I even talk about? Going through a breakup is hurtful, and the person might, yes, exactly. I agree. So it's easy for Lee to manipulate them. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Yay! I'm glad you think the next topic sounds interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to star one of your topics, sorry. Yes, a person can be desperate to get back together with their ex. It's such a complex topic that needs a freaking licensed therapist to help someone navigate through, not a rando on the internet. So that's all I have for today. I'm all done now. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!